What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to episode number 93 of my WWE 2K15 Universe Mode, and this is the conclusion of the WWE 2K15 season. Of course, that means that WWE 2K16 is just around the corner, and we're hot on the heels of a brand new season of Universe Mode. And for those of you wondering, when I mean new season, does that mean I'm starting all over? No. Why would I do that? You're fools. You're fools! But this is the culmination of what WWE 2K15 has given us thus far this year. And I think this year has been a good year. I think it's been a good season of Universe Mode. I mean, we had the Slammy Awards, we had the WWE Draft, we had WrestleMania, we had the Royal Rumble. A lot has happened this season. This has been a big season of Universe Mode. Perhaps the biggest season to date, and we're going to conclude it with one of perhaps the biggest matchups that is going to be taking place in the history of the series, and I'm talking about the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. That's going to have huge implications for the rest of the series. Heck, that's what this pay-per-view is known for. Hey, we are here at Money in the Bank, and we're kicking things off with, well, typically not a matchup that we kick the show off with. The Divas Championship matchup. That's right. These three women, they're about to set the stage for what this pay-per-view is going to be. They're looking to fire up the crowd here tonight, as this is the triple threat match for the Divas Championship. It is the champion, Tamina, taking on this lady, Emma, and their third opponent, Paige. This is going to be a big matchup to kick off this event. I hope you're excited for this pay-per-view, but of course, before we get too far into the video, I have to have the obligatory description plug, because down there, you can find all the match times, all the matches. So say you don't want to watch the opening matchup for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe you, I don't know what your personal life is like. Maybe you don't want to watch this matchup. Maybe you want to see the WWE Championship match between CM Punk and John Cena. Or maybe you want to see the Money in the Bank ladder matchup. Heck, that's what this pay-per-view is named for. That's pretty understandable. So, I mean, hey, if you want to skip ahead to a different matchup, the option is there. Match times, timestamps will be down in the description. Feel free to go ahead. As for the rest of you that are sticking along with me for the journey, here we go. The Divas Championship is on the line. And this episode, I am personally dedicating this episode to good old Justin Roberts. That is right, folks. This will be the last episode where we get the beautiful announcing, the beautiful voice of Justin Roberts. So, if you're watching this somehow, somewhere, Justin, this is to you, man. I dedicate this episode to you. So here we go. This matchup is underway. Tamina with a huge kick right to the face of Emma. And this is a big matchup. I mean, we've seen that the Divas division has been stepping up as of late. You know, I had been saying throughout the past several months, ever since really Paige's debut, that the division has been lacking the aggressiveness. It has been lacking the competition, the drive for the championship. It's just been lacking competition of any matter for that. I lost my train of thought, quite frankly. But this, I mean, we saw last pay-per-view at Payback. Paige, she was hot on the heels of not only defeating Brie Bella for the championship, but retaining it as well at the past two consecutive pay-per-views. And it seemed as though Paige was on the birth of something big, a huge title reign. And just like that, Tamina Snuka completely derailed Paige, and now she's the Divas champion. And this past month, we've been seeing these three women. They have stepped up their game to a whole new level. I mean, we take a look at our champion at the moment. We have Tamina. She defended her title against AJ Lee in a title versus career match. And we saw Tamina Snuka end the career of AJ Lee here in Universe Mode. So that is definitely something Tamina's going to be boasting about heading into this matchup. That's going to be a huge boost to her confidence. But what about Emma? Emma, perhaps the dark horse heading into this matchup. The only one of these three women that has not held the Divas Championship. The newest diva to the roster. And quite frankly, looking at these three divas in the ring, these are the three newest divas to the roster. Paige and Tamina, they debuted in the same month. They debuted in the same week. And then Emma, just a few short months later, made her debut. She burst onto the scene. And all three of these women have quickly risen to the top, faster than some of our other divas have in the past. And that could perhaps just be a sign of, you know, the times are a-changing, the division is going into a new direction, and these three women are looking to lead the charge. But Emma, we saw that she won our little miniature tournament to become the what would it be, I guess the number 2 contender. Basically the third participant in this matchup. She defeated the likes of Natalya and AJ Lee in order to get this spot. So Emma, she defeated 2 very game competitors, a former Divas champion in Natalya, and, well, basically one of the Divas division's mainstays, one of the very first Divas in this division. And there aren't many around anymore that have been in this series in its entirety, that have been around since the beginning. AJ and Natalya were the main 2 who had kind of got themselves into the spotlight, and Emma defeated both of them in the span of a few weeks. And then we have Paige, who, I mean, we saw the last episode, or not the last episode, but the second to last episode of Main Event, where Paige and Emma, they squared off, and they about tore the house down. I mean, they really showed their stuff. They put everything on the line in that matchup, put everything on display. And Emma, she really, I feel like Emma, that was a good opportunity for her to break out, to basically let these 2 other competitors know that, hey, I am a legitimate threat. I am going to be the next Divas champion. And Paige, well, Paige may have walked out the winner, but Emma, she got a lot of eyes now turned towards her, as look at this, DDT onto the steel chair, onto the floor to Tamina Snuka, and the champ is down. It is just Paige and Emma in the ring at the moment, as Emma tossed over there into the turnbuckle. Oh, but Paige, she's set her sights on Tamina, and these 2 divas, they have personal history with each other over the past several months, dating back to before Paige won the Divas Championship. Paige and Tamina, they faced off in a number 1 contenders match to determine who would face Brie Bella at Extreme Rules. Of course, it was Paige who won on that occasion, but then a few months later at Payback, it was Tamina who scored the victory. So Emma, almost the third wheel in this situation, sort of disrupting the rubber match, so to speak, between Paige and Tamina. And that could perhaps give Emma the advantage. I mean, you have Paige and Tamina who have this personal animosity between each other, this bitter rivalry. Could perhaps get the better of them. They could become too focused with trying to take each other out of the match that Emma could just sneak in and basically pick up the pieces. But Emma, she's not looking to do any hiding. She is in this matchup. She's a fighting competitor, and, well, she's not looking to just take the advantage. She wants to take this match for her own, as Paige with a cover off the super kick, but Tamina there to break it up. So as we see Emma, she's not backing down. She's not taking the strategy that some may do, where you'll see someone just kind of step outside the ring and watch as the other 2 opponents beat the tar out of each other. No, Emma, she's right in the action. She is, you know, she's trying to take this match by the horns and just completely take control, try to dominate this matchup. And if Emma can win here, I mean, this would be a monumental victory in Emma's career. I mean, this would be the hot streak of a lifetime. I mean, Emma, she defeated AJ, she defeated Natalya, and then to go on, put on a stellar match with Paige on Main Event just another week later. And look at this, Paige turned by Paige. She hooks the leg, could win back the title right here, but, oh yes she did. I can't even talk now. Paige, just like that. Emma was down. Paige, she knocked Emma down to the ground, and then she capitalized. She went for the Paige turner on Tamina. I almost thought Tamina was going to kick out there, but quite frankly, Tamina, she did take quite a beating. I mean, Emma with that DDT onto the steel chair out on the outside. And Emma, she was so close. I thought maybe for a second Emma was going to get there to break it up, but no, she couldn't recover in time. And Paige is, once again, at the top of the Divas division. She is the Divas champion, the first ever 2-time Divas champion here in the series. And Paige, well, hopefully for her sake, I'm sure she wants this title reign to be far more successful than her last one, as she only held the title for a couple of months. But Paige, this time, I think this time's the charm. I think this is going to be the title reign to remember. But we move on now to the second title matchup of the evening, as this one is for the Intercontinental Championship, as we see this man, the real deal, Titus O'Neil, heading down to the ring here. He's set to take on Tyson Kidd, formerly one half of the International Airstrike. And we're talking about, these superstars, these competitors that have had, they've just had a really good month this time around. And Tyson Kidd, this has been, you could say he's almost at the peak of his career at this point. He's really, maybe not the peak itself, but he's getting there. He's really starting to climb the mountain. We're getting towards the climax, and tonight could perhaps be the final resolution for Tyson Kidd. This could be the night that he makes himself a single superstar, a main staple over on the SmackDown brand. After splitting up with Justin Gabriel, he has been scoring victory after victory after victory, one of them being in a triple threat matchup against Chris Jericho and Jack Swagger. That's how Kidd became the #1 contender. He pinned Chris Jericho in that matchup off a German suplex, bridging it into a cover, and he just caught Jericho off guard for just that split second. And Tyson Kidd, well, he's sure to not let this opportunity go to waste. And Tyson Kidd, he's ready. He's amped up. He's ready to go. Tyson Kidd, the crowd, they are excited for this one. They want to see Tyson Kidd succeed. And they want to see, quite frankly, they want to see Titus O'Neil lose that championship. Because Titus O'Neil, I mean, we've seen in the past, he has been dominant, but he certainly has not been the most respectful opponent. He certainly has not been somebody that the WWE Universe Mode, the WWE Universe can cheer for. They don't like him, and he doesn't like them, and I'm sure that's just how Titus O'Neil likes it. He doesn't want the adulation of the fans. He wants to make them suffer. He wants them to boo him. Titus O'Neil, he wants to be hated. And, well, I mean, he had that rivalry with Darren Young that he managed to overcome at Payback. It seemed as though Darren Young was just a thorn in Titus O'Neil's side that he just could not shake. He just couldn't get rid of Darren Young. But at Payback, he did manage to do so. He scored a win over Darren Young. And now tonight, he can move on. He's got to focus on his opponent, Tyson Kidd, who nails him with a back suplex right onto the apron, right on the hardest part of the ring. Very smart strategy there from Tyson Kidd, as he's perhaps trying to wear Titus O'Neil down for that sharpshooter. As we see, he was definitely zeroing in on the back there. And now Hurricanrana out to the floor. Titus O'Neil crashing into the ground there. And now look at this, a Dragon Sleeper hold by Tyson Kidd. Although, even if Titus were to submit, it's out on the outside. He's got to get this back in the ring as both men re-enter at almost a 5 count. Of course, Tyson Kidd, he knows champion's advantage. Titus O'Neil cannot lose the title by countout or disqualification. And that's, of course, why they call it the champion's advantage, because Titus O'Neil does not have to win this matchup in order to retain. And Titus, he's wary of that. Tyson Kidd knows that. And while he can do, it's a good strategy to try to wear down your opponent out on the outside where it is the concrete floor. You can inflict much more damage out there. You got to be careful. You got to be wary of the referee's count. As now the match is back inside the ring. And honestly, if I'm Tyson Kidd, I would prefer the match to be in the ring, because, like, Tyson Kidd, he's an in-ring specialist. He's a technician, quite frankly. And he's a high flyer as well. So if he can have those ropes to really bounce off of, to just kind of shoot himself, launch himself at Titus O'Neil, then that would be more into his benefit. Titus would probably rather have this matchup be more of a straight-out fight. Want to keep Tyson off the ropes, try to slow down the pace of the matchup as Tyson launches himself with that missile dropkick. And again to the top rope. Look at this, moonsault! But Titus was just able to get the knees up. Oh, but he might have hurt himself. Titus, he got the knees up to block, but that was a very ugly landing from Tyson Kidd, and Titus may have come out worse for wear. As Tyson continues to go on the offensive, as he's got him in the corner. Look at this, slams him down right on the back of his head. As Tyson Kidd, he is just rolling right now. He cannot be stopped. Here we go, a second moonsault, but again, Titus O'Neil got the knees up, and I think that one worked out a little bit better for Titus, as this time he's back to his feet. Although, that one miscalculation Titus made earlier, that could definitely play into Tyson Kidd's favor, especially with a submission hold like the sharpshooter. Not only does it work on the lower back, but it also, wait a minute, gutbuster! Gutbuster by Titus O'Neil, and that could put him away. We've seen Titus win many a match with that move. Into the cover, 2 count, but no, Tyson kicks out at 2. But as I was saying, with a move like the sharpshooter, it not only goes after the lower back, but, you know, the legs get all wrapped up as well. Titus, he's got to be, he's got to be careful pulling off moves like that. He's got to watch himself against somebody like Tyson Kidd. Oh, what a clothesline by Titus. And that's what Titus has to do. He has to use his brute power, his force, and no, not quite a 3 count, a kick out by Tyson. But that is what Titus O'Neil has to do. He has to keep this matchup slower paced, and he's got to make it, he's got to utilize his power. As Tyson Kidd now, he seems to be pretty, I can't even talk right now. I just got this weird ringing in my ears. I apologize for that. That distracted me a little bit. But Tyson, he is on the offensive right now, firing off a flurry of strikes. Titus, he's trying to get back to his feet, but Kidd, oh, wait a minute, Titus suckered him in. Playing possum, perhaps, and now takes him down with the second gutbuster. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3, that is it, folks. Titus, well, playing possum there for just a brief moment. Tyson Kidd thought he had the advantage, and just like that, Tyson, he found himself caught. Titus, he caught him with that gutbuster, and there was really nothing Tyson could do at that point. It was enough that he could kick out of the first one, but that second one, there was just no way. There wasn't much Tyson could do. And Titus, well, he managed to sneak away with a win here tonight. And he continues to prove that he is, perhaps, the greatest Intercontinental Champion in the history of Universe Mode, at least to date. He has certainly been doing a very good job at challenging Ryback's reign. Of course, Titus winning the gold at WrestleMania, and he has been downing opponents ever since. Who can stop this man, Titus O'Neil? It doesn't seem as though anybody has been able to step up and get that title away from him. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if anyone ever will. At this rate, at the way Titus has been carrying himself, I'm sure he doesn't think so either. But now we're going to move on to the third matchup of the evening. This is a grudge match. This is a matchup between two people who are both trying to get a shot at Dolph Ziggler's World Heavyweight Championship. In fact, Christian's best friend, Edge, competing in our main event tonight in that TLC match against Dolph Ziggler. So Christian, he's got to be rooting for Edge to pick up the victory tonight. And not only because he's his best friend, but because Christian, he wants a shot at the world title. He wants his title back. And he's had every single opportunity he can get against Ziggler. Now he's at the back of the line. He's got to wait until Ziggler loses the title. He's not going to get another title shot until that happens. And Christian right now, this is a match that he desperately needs to win. I mean, he has just hit rock bottom in his career. I mean, he was on a roll over on SmackDown. At WrestleMania, he won. He retained his title. And he had his WrestleMania moments. But since then, being drafted over to Raw, it has not worked out for him. Not in the slightest. Everything has just gone wrong since Christian has been drafted over to Raw. And, well, tonight, he's facing an old friend, an old demon. I guess an old rival, not a friend exactly. But, I mean, it's almost a year ago to the date. I mean, we do have about a month in between, but about 11 months ago, at SummerSlam, it was this man, Ryback, who ended Christian's Intercontinental Championship reign. And, well, Ryback, we all know where that went. He went on to have one of the longest title reigns in Universe Mode to date, tied with the Wyatt family at 192 days as champion, until he eventually lost it to our current champion, Titus O'Neil, at WrestleMania in that fatal four-way. And Christian, well, I'm sure Christian has not forgotten that match at SummerSlam, and not the follow-up at Night of Champions. Christian, oh, look at that! What a slap by Christian, showing complete disrespect, and look at that, ducking outside the ring. Christian, I'm sure he's proud of himself, and oh, Christian perhaps suckering Ryback in, as now he slams him up against the steel steps. Well, Christian, oh wait, Ryback's back to his feet, and Ryback now going on the attack. Christian perhaps biting off more than he can chew here tonight. Belly-to-belly suplex out to the floor. And, well, Christian, he thought he could get the upper hand by angering the big guy, try to blind him with rage, but that's not working out for him so far, as now the big guy, he's hungry, he's ready to feast. And Christian must be looking, he's got to be feeling pretty intimidated right now. I mean, he slapped him in the face. He thought he was clever. He thought he was like, oh, I'm Christian. I'm the best. I do what I want. And there aren't any repercussions. But no, that was not the case. That was far from it. As now he is suffering one of the worst of consequences as Ryback, the human wrecking ball, is just completely taking the fight to Christian here. As you see, Christian back to his feet. Oh, wait, a counter now as he plants Ryback face first. And, I think Christian's going to need a new game plan. I don't think trying to anger Ryback is going to work. As Christian now, he's going to have to rely on his technical skill to win this thing. And he has faced Ryback in the past on several occasions. So Christian, he knows what Ryback's bringing to the table. Although, this is not the same Ryback that Christian faced back at SummerSlam. Not even at Night of Champions. This is a different Ryback. Ryback, he's had a year to grow, to just foster his power, and just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And now he's just this freight train right now. He's got all the momentum on his side, but Christian looking to bring a stop to that tonight. Diving European uppercut out to the floor. Huge impact on that move. And now Ryback slammed up against the table. Christian now has him by the face and bounces him head first off of the announce table here. But now it's Christian who bounces head first off the ring post. And Ryback, just like that, is back in this thing. And Ryback going after the leg there, going after the knee of Christian. Ryback, he wants to try to shut down Christian's high-flying ability. That is one thing Christian possesses that Ryback, he's not going to be able to match. I mean, Christian, he likes to keep things more mat-based. He likes to keep things grounded himself. Although he does have a history in ladder matches, TLC matches, where he puts his body on the line. But matches like that, they take its toll. And Christian, he's not exactly a spring chicken. So, powerbomb by Ryback. Huge strength there, just lifting him off the mat for that one. But Christian, he has taken a lot of damage to his body. So it's not very often that he goes to the top rope. But he has no fear of heights. That's for sure. And Ryback, that is one thing that he can't match. Ryback, he's got this power game, but he's not a high flyer. And he knows that. And that's why he's got to try to shut down Christian's ability to fly. Look at this. Reverse DDT by Christian. Planting Ryback, but Ryback is back to his feet just like that. Oh, and now he's awake. He's wide awake. That reverse DDT woke him up. And the Beast is ready to feast as he's got him up now. Spinebuster. Beautiful spinebuster there to Christian. And now, wait a minute. Looking for the meat hook, but a counter by Christian as he rolled him up. But Ryback able to kick out, able to get to that rope, get to those ropes. And now Christian propels him into the corner, and now throws him out. Look at Christian, suckers him in. Oh, what a huge kick right to the face as Christian goaded Ryback into the corner there, but Ryback now with a counter. Again, able to regain his momentum, regain his composure, and now look at this. Huge slam right there, a huge military press into the mat. As Ryback now just stomping away on Captain Charisma. And Christian, he's in a bad way right now. Oh, but a counter by Christian. And well, curse of the commentator, Christian, just like that, reverses it. Although for Christian, it's more of a blessing than a curse. As now he's back in control here. Striking away at Ryback. But it's Ryback now who counters with a punch of his own. Right to the jaw of Christian. And a counter again. Knee right to the gut of Ryback. And now a counter by Ryback. As back and forth these two men go. Strike for strike. Neither man looking to give an inch. As Christian now again back with these strikes. Looking to slap him again. But Ryback, he's not going to let Christian get away with that. And these two continue to counter back and forth. Neither man can gain the clear advantage. And now it's Christian who gets dumped to the floor. As Ryback knocked him off the apron there. Ryback, what's he going to do now? As he's got Christian out on the outside. Christian with a counter and a huge elbow. Nice elbow right to the jaw of Ryback. And that has the big man. That's the big guy dazed. As he's struggling to get back to his feet now. Christian uncovering the announce table here. Oh, and I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Christian, he's got Ryback positioned up on that announce table. Oh no, look at this. Christian, kill switch through the announce table. Christian just absolutely laid Ryback out with that kill switch. As the referee now up to an 8 count. Christian, he could get the win right here. Ref's at 9. Oh, but Christian. Well, Christian back to the outside. He does not want to win this matchup by countout. I mean, you would think you're in such a desperate situation as Christian, you want to win by any means necessary. But then again, Christian, he does have some pride in his work. That is one thing Christian has in spades, is his pride. And, well, quite frankly, if you're in a position that Christian is in, understandably so, you'd want to win the match by pinfall or submission. But Ryback, he's back already on the offensive. And this is the problem when you're Christian. Ryback, he's just such a force. You can't keep him down for long. Christian could live to regret his decision. As now Ryback with the shell shock hooks the leg. 2 count. And good night, Christian. Well, you could have had the win, Christian, but you threw it all away. You let your pride take advantage. And, well, because of it now, Ryback, he wins the matchup. And both of these men needed the victory. I would say Christian more than Ryback, but in Ryback's perspective, he lost his opportunity to be #1 contender at this pay-per-view. He lost to Edge. But defeating his best friend, defeating a former world champion in Christian, it's not a bad way to end your night. I'd have to say Ryback getting this win tonight, it's a good way to keep himself on the right path despite not winning the #1 contenders match. Still keeps himself in the hunt for the world title. Perhaps Ryback, he could be the next challenger for SummerSlam, perhaps. Dolph Ziggler, Edge, you better keep your eye out for this man, because Ryback, he is on a path to glory, and nobody is going to stop this man. Feed him more. Ryback, we could be looking at the next World Heavyweight Champion right here in front of our very eyes. And now it is time for the match that you've all been waiting for. It is the match that makes this pay-per-view famous. Heck, it's the name of the freaking show. The Money in the Bank ladder match, baby. This is where 6 young superstars compete to earn themselves an opportunity at either the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship. Sometime within the next year, they will earn a contract to face any champion, any of the world champions at any given time. And this is where destiny begins. This is where superstars are born. And man, when you got a matchup tonight where all 6 of our competitors, none of them have ever won a world championship, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, as we'll see. It is Curtis Axel, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Roman Reigns, Corey Graves, and Cody Rhodes all competing here tonight for the sacred Money in the Bank contract. The first ever Money in the Bank ladder match in Universe Mode. And look at this. Oh, Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel, he's not even waiting for anyone to get down to the ring. He's got a ladder. Curtis Axel, he's looking to win the match right here, right now, before any of his opponents can even react. Oh, but wait a minute. Here comes the cavalry. And, well, this man, he's got history with Curtis Axel over the course of the series. As Daniel Bryan, he's making his way down to the ring. The crowd 100% behind him. And here we go. Daniel Bryan rushing the ring. Axel, he's reaching for the briefcase. But Daniel Bryan looking to meet him atop the ladder. And this matchup right off the bat is underway. I mean, we don't even have our other 4 competitors. It's just these 2 men battling it out atop the ladder. And look at this. Daniel Bryan. Oh my God. Look at that back suplex. Back suplex off the top of the ladder. And oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Now we're going to start seeing some of these superstars get down to the ring. And heck, now's the time. I mean, Bryan and Axel are down. Roman Reigns now making his way to the ring. Then this is a big opportunity. I mean, no one else is here. I guess the match has started. Bryan and Axel have just taken each other out. And Reigns, well, he's sized him. Oh, wait a minute. Corey Graves. Corey Graves out of nowhere, jumping Roman Reigns from behind. And he just drop-kicked him face first into that apron, much like he did to Sami Zayn a few months ago. Oh, but Reigns is back to his feet. Now it's Graves and Reigns going at it. Huge clothesline by Reigns. Axel and Bryan, they have taken each other out of the equation. And Reigns and Graves, they're going at it. And now look at this. Look who's making his way down to the ring this time. Here he comes. Corey Graves, what am I saying? Cody Rhodes, the final SmackDown superstar to enter this matchup. Cody Rhodes making a beeline for the ring. Although he's got that jacket on, that could perhaps slow him down. As we have Reigns and Graves, they're occupying each other right now. Bryan and Axel, they're down, out on the floor. And Cody Rhodes, now's the time. Now's the time to go for the briefcase. Oh, but, well, now look at this. The United States Champion, perhaps many people's favorite to win this matchup. The King of Swing, the Swiss Superman, Cesaro, making his way to the ring. And here we go. All 6 men now, they've made their entrance. They are ready to go. Graves and Reigns continue to battle it out here on the outside. Bryan and Axel still recovering from that back suplex off the top of the ladder. As, nope, now they're both back to their feet. Bryan and Axel now trading shots back and forth. Cody Rhodes and Cesaro have now entered the ring. Reigns and Graves continue to just trade shots back and forth. As Bryan now just tossing Axel around here. And now a nice suplex there from Daniel Bryan. As now Cesaro up on the apron, counter with a huge elbow to the face of Cody Rhodes. And now crossbody, springboard crossbody by Cesaro. And the United States Champion enters this matchup with a bang, going right after Cody Rhodes. As the ladder right there, you can see positioned in the center of the ring. But these 2 men, that's the least thing on their mind right now. They're looking to take each other out before they even try to climb the ladder. They don't want to make the same mistake that Curtis Axel and Daniel Bryan did. They want to keep each other fresh. They want to keep themselves fresh, not each other. What am I don't even know. Can't even talk right now. The action is just all over the place right now. It's tough to keep track of. As we see now, Rhodes going on the advantage, bringing the fight to Cesaro with these strikes as these men battle back and forth. Cesaro hung up in the apron there. Oh, what a kick to the... Was that maybe a low blow? Well, I mean, you got to do whatever it takes to win. I mean, this is no disqualification. That might have been a bit low. But heck, I mean, it's a strategy. You gotta do what you gotta do when you have an opportunity like this, a potential shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, the opportunity to make yourself a main event superstar here in the WWE. You gotta do whatever it takes to win. As Cesaro's got the ladder, Corey Graves going after the leg, the knee of Roman Reigns. Axel and Bryan, they battle it out continuously over here at ringside. As these 4 men, they're getting dangerously close to this announce table. I mean, we just got this thing rebuilt from the last matchup, but it might not be too long before it gets taken out again. Quite frankly, I mean, these 4 men are starting to drift a little close to each other. I mean, chaos could definitely start to break down, involving all 4 of these men. Oh, wait a minute. Rhodes catches the ladder, and a huge, shot to the gut, and just drops the ladder right on the back of Cesaro. As now it's Cody Rhodes who's got the ladder, using it to his advantage, and huge knee right to the skull of the Swiss Superman. As Graves rubbing the boot right in the face of Roman Reigns, and this is really difficult to keep track of. I mean, our camera people, they're having the time of their lives trying to get all this action in one shot. It's almost impossible. As Reigns and Graves battling it out here. As I mean, I can't even call this. This is impossible. I can't keep my eyes on all 3 of these fights at once. But this is the Money in the Bank ladder matchup. This is what happens when you get 6 superstars, 6 combustible elements such as these. 6 young superstars who are looking to make themselves a main event superstar. I mean, this, like I said, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. This is the opportunity where you could make or break yourself as a WWE superstar. And look at this, Cesaro. Cesaro's got Cody Rhodes, gut-wrench suplex. Oh, and we're going to see the combination. Cesaro, he's brought his A game. Another gut-wrench suplex. And Cesaro, he's got Cody Rhodes up, looking for the 3rd gut-wrench suplex. Say it with me, everybody loves a good gut-wrench. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, but everybody loves this even more. Cesaro, perhaps, setting Cody Rhodes in position for that Cesaro swing. Oh, and Cody Rhodes, he already took this ride once on main event, but he's getting back on. And here's Cesaro swinging Cody Rhodes around and around and around. Cody Rhodes, I don't think he's going to be a Superman punch. Superman punch by Reigns as Cesaro continues to swing. I don't know if Cody Rhodes is going to be able to climb the ladder after this. I mean, how the heck is he going to regain his equilibrium as Cesaro continues to swing? This man just cannot be stopped. Let me get a replay on that. Look at this swing. I mean, Rhodes, he just got swung around about 20 times. Wow, I mean, Cody Rhodes, he might be out of this matchup for good, just like that. As we focus back now, Bryan and Axel going at it. Bryan with these vicious kicks. One to the gut now. DDT. Axel planted face first into the mat. Oh, and now look at Reigns. Reigns has got Corey Graves. Roman Reigns! A spear through the barricade. And well, I mean, things are playing out very similarly to main event. We saw Cesaro swing everybody. Reigns put Graves through the barricade, and it happens yet again here tonight. Axel now bounces head first off the barricade, the ring post. Cody Rhodes dumped to the outside, and Cesaro now setting up the ladder. Cesaro could be the man. It's his turn to climb the ladder. Cesaro could be about to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it's Bryan! Bryan drop kicks Cesaro off the ladder. And that was an ugly fall of the ladder, falling down on both men. And now it's Bryan and Cesaro battling it out, looking to pick up their fight where they left off Monday night. And we saw on main event as well, Cesaro got the upper hand on Bryan once more. But Bryan now, he's looking to take his opportunity to knock Cesaro down a peg. And that's just what he did. Cut him down to size, and now kicking him away with these ferocious shots right to the chest of Cesaro. And roundhouse kick right to the side of the head of the Swiss Superman, taking him down as Axel, Graves, Rhodes, everybody's down on the outside. As Daniel Bryan now, he's got Cesaro propped up against the ropes and now dumps him out to the floor. And this could be a great time for Bryan to climb the ladder, try to go for that briefcase. No one else is around. Oh, but he's not thinking about the briefcase. Daniel Bryan risking life and limb here in this suicide dive. Daniel Bryan putting his body on the line to take out Cesaro. And Cesaro he's one of the main threats in this matchup. Daniel Bryan trying to make sure that Cesaro stays out of this thing. Oh, but look at this. Roman Reigns, no one else is around. Reigns is entering the ring. He's got the ladder right there. All he's got to do is set it up. And wait at Bryan! Bryan with a drop kick, knocking that ladder right into Roman Reigns' face. As Bryan, he's just going all over the place right now. He's fighting anything that moves, and he's just taking everybody down right now. Reigns and Bryan now battling it out, strike for strike. Bryan with the kicks. Reigns blocks a punch, and Reigns now with those powerhouse strikes of his. And now it's Bryan who counters, and now striking away at Reigns. Another kick to the gut. Here we go now, kicks out the leg, and now it's Reigns' turn to eat some shoe for lunch. I don't know, but Bryan, he is just kicking his chest in, and another roundhouse kick. This one to the side of the head of Roman Reigns. And Bryan now scaling to the top rope. Look at this, elbow drop. Elbow drop to Roman Reigns, and he accidentally knocked the ladder out of the ring. And that's going to make it difficult for these two men to try to win the matchup now. But Bryan's trying to make sure that Reigns stays down. He already took out Cesaro. Now he's looking to do the same to Roman Reigns. And Daniel Bryan, yes, he's looking for the running knee. Can he hit it? No, Reigns sidesteps. And Daniel Bryan now sent back, counter, belly-to-belly suplex, taking down Reigns. And he might not have hit his big move, but Bryan, oh, he could be looking to go for it again. As Daniel Bryan, look at this. Oh, but Reigns now. Reigns meets him, and now a spear. Spear by Roman Reigns. He might have just broken Bryan in half. Oh, but Axel looking to catch Reigns off guard, off the top, but now it's a spear to Curtis Axel in midair. Roman Reigns may have just broken Axel in half this time. And wait a minute, Cody Rhodes now! He gets a spear for his troubles. He tried to take Reigns out with a springboard, and it cost him. Roman Reigns is just on fire right now. Everybody is down. Roman Reigns now, he's going after the ladder, getting it back in the ring, but this is valuable time being wasted. Roman Reigns, perhaps knocking the ladder outside the ring could cost him this thing. No one's around. Reigns... Oh my god, what? You can't be serious. Don't tell me he's back! That's Bray Wyatt! Bray Wyatt is back, and he's got Roman Reigns' sister Abigail! Sister Abigail by Bray Wyatt. And what is happening? Where is everybody? Where are the ladders? The Wyatt family. Oh my god. Bray Wyatt, we haven't seen him since WrestleMania. And he's back, and he's just cost Roman Reigns a huge opportunity to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. Bray Wyatt. Well, follow the buzzards, he says. Bray Wyatt, I mean... Well, are we back now? Is our tech equipment finally good to go? I mean, the lights are... Oh my god! The lights are back on, and it's Corey Graves! Wait, but Cesaro! Cesaro now back in this thing. Graves, it looked like he was going to be the man to win the Money in the Bank, but Cesaro shuts him down with those European uppercuts, and now neck breaker off the top of the ladder. Cesaro just... Oh my... He may have taken himself out of the matchup as well. Look at this. This instant replay. Cesaro and Graves off the top of the ladder, crashing down to the mat. And now Cesaro, he's all alone. He's up atop the ladder. He's got his hands on the briefcase. But Daniel Bryan now is back in this thing. And now Daniel Bryan, he's got Cesaro by the leg. But Cesaro kicks him away. And Cesaro's got the briefcase. Cesaro could be the next winner in the... But no. Daniel Bryan shuts him down. Bryan not going to let that happen. Cesaro with a counter now. And now look at this. Oh, he's got him hooked. Cesaro's got him hooked. Daniel Bryan's in trouble. Neutralizer. Neutralizer from the Swiss Superman. And now he's signaling for the end. He's going. I can't even talk right now. He's just an arm's length away from glory. But Bryan, he's back to his feet. I mean, what kind of adrenaline are these two men running on at this point? The hell that these two men have been through. And yet they continue to fight. They continue to slug it out here with these European uppercuts. Back and forth atop this ladder. And Daniel Bryan, oh, he's got him. Wait, Cesaro counters. Cesaro, oh, a sunset flip powerbomb. And I think the back of Bryan's head might have even connected with that ladder, that top rung of that ladder. And Cesaro, he's up atop. He's got his hands on the briefcase. Cesaro, can he win it? He's got it if he can just pull it down. If he can just unhook it. He's going to be Mr. Money in the Bank, but Bryan somehow is back in this thing. Daniel Bryan somehow is now back in this as these two men, once again, atop the ladder and trading European uppercuts back and forth. Who's going to win? Whose will is stronger? Who has got the most left in the tank? Bryan, he staggers him. A kick, and Cesaro falls. Cesaro falls. Bryan's got his hands on the briefcase. Bryan's got it. If he can just unhook it, he's going to be the next Money in the Bank. The first ever Mr. Money in the Bank. He's got it. Cesaro's climbing. Can he shut him down? Bryan's got it. Just one more pull and I think he might get it. But Cesaro, European uppercut. And Bryan staggers now. Cesaro's got the briefcase. He's so close. Oh, but a European uppercut from Bryan. And look at this, another European uppercut. Cesaro falls once more. And Bryan, he's got the briefcase again. Can he unhook it? Daniel Bryan, he's got it. Daniel Bryan has won the Money in the Bank ladder match. Daniel Bryan has earned himself a guaranteed contract, which earns him a guaranteed World Heavyweight or WWE Championship title shot in the next year. Daniel Bryan, he wins the Money in the Bank ladder matchup. What a huge victory for Bryan here tonight. And, I mean, you got to give credit to Cesaro. One hell of a performance by both of these men. And I got to say, all 6 of these superstars really put it all on the line in this matchup. They put their bodies, perhaps even their careers on the line for a chance at glory. And in the end, it's Daniel Bryan who walks out victorious. And perhaps, I mean, he's got to be watching CM Punk's matchup later on. Perhaps could finally get that opportunity at CM Punk's WWE Championship that he has been gunning for. I mean, not necessarily the WWE Championship, but he's been gunning for a match with CM Punk for well over a year. And now, if CM Punk can retain the WWE Championship tonight, Daniel Bryan, he's got his guaranteed match with CM Punk. He's got it in writing. He's got the guaranteed contract. But we got to move on because this matchup is, I mean, what can I even say about this? I mean, Triple H, he's had history with the Shield in the past. And Stephanie McMahon, it all started back prior to Survivor Series, where Mr. McMahon was attacked backstage. Nobody knew who done it, but then it was the Shield who fessed up. They admitted to taking out Vince McMahon. They admitted to assaulting him backstage. And Vince McMahon, well, he's since been cleared from the hospital, but he has not come back. He decided, you know what? I'm going to stick to behind the scenes. I don't want to go back on camera because the Shield, I don't know what they did to him, but they may not have completely crippled him physically, but they have definitely broken his spirit. And we have not seen Vince McMahon since. And then it was Stephanie McMahon, who was assaulted backstage, just found lying in the parking lot. Nobody knew who done it. So everybody, of course, expected it was the Shield. The Shield, they denied it. Roman Reigns, he said, no, it was not us. We would not stoop so low as to attack a woman. But now, all these months later, Seth Rollins, he admits it. He says he done it. He's the one who took out Stephanie McMahon. It was his idea to take out Vince McMahon. It was his idea to take out Stephanie McMahon. And now he's got the fangs of a very angry tiger in the cerebral assassin Triple H. Seth Rollins, he better be prepared to play the game tonight, because if he's not, he may never wrestle again. Let's face it, this is a no-holds-barred matchup. This is unsanctioned. Triple H, he's the COO. He asked for this. He had the power to make this match a reality. And now Seth Rollins could perhaps be staking his career. This could be his one last hurrah in the series. Seth Rollins, you gotta think, maybe he's just completely insane. Why would he reveal such a detail like that? I guess it all makes sense when you think about it with Seth Rollins' mindset. He wants to make himself known. He wants to become a superstar. And he says to do that, you cannot hesitate. And perhaps just fessing up and admitting that he took out Stephanie McMahon, that's his way of, he gets this match with Triple H, and now, it worked. The spotlight is on him. They're on their feet, they're ready for this matchup to take place. And you can see Seth Rollins, well, Seth Rollins doesn't care about what he did. He just wants to make himself a superstar, and Triple H, well, he's pissed. Quite frankly, Triple H, he's out to destroy Seth Rollins. Rollins, he's got to be careful. If he's not too careful, like I said, his career could be on the line here. Triple H, he's a very angry man, fighting for the sake of his family. Seth Rollins, he's gone too far. And now, I just don't know. I really don't understand Seth Rollins. First he attacks Stephanie McMahon backstage, and then he stabs his partner in the back. He completely obliterates Dean Ambrose on main event, and now he wants this match with Triple H just to make himself more popular, to make himself a household name. Seth Rollins, I gotta be honest. I know I'm supposed to be an impartial commentator, but I gotta be siding with Triple H. If I'm in his position, Triple H, he's got a wife, he's got kids, and to have Stephanie McMahon hospitalized like that by just this young up-and-comer who just wants to get more money in his pocket, who wants to become famous, who just wants to be a superstar, who wants to be the next big thing in WWE. Triple H, this anger, this frustration that he has built up is well warranted. Seth Rollins, he's really put himself in, he's really thrown himself in harm's way with this course of action. But, like he said, you got to do whatever it takes to become a superstar, and that is true. It's not always what you do, the abilities you have. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And Seth Rollins, that definitely is. It seems like more and more nowadays that does seem to be a cold, hard fact of life. And Seth Rollins, apparently he knows this game very well, and perhaps it is Triple H who's playing the game. Maybe Seth Rollins, they call him the architect of the Shield. He is the one who he had this master plan, and he executed it to perfection, and, perhaps he's the one who orchestrated this game. It's been Seth Rollins who's been pulling the strings this whole time. And now Triple H, maybe Triple H has just fallen into his trap. I mean, Seth Rollins, you can see right now, just beating him, just battering away with that steel chair. And, well, I mean, you gotta be honest, if you're getting on the bad side of the COO of the WWE, a man who can make matches like this, if you're looking for attention, you're gonna get it. But you'd better be prepared to be glutton for punishment as well, because Triple H, they don't call him the Cerebral Assassin for nothing. This man will... I mean, let's face it, his favorite weapon is a sledgehammer. That should tell you all you need to know, folks. And, I mean, Seth Rollins, the fact that he wanted this match with this man, it's beyond me. But evidently, you know, Seth Rollins, he's got the confidence, he can talk the talk. Let's just see if he can walk the walk. Oh, speak of the sledgehammer, Triple H is tossing it in the ring on the Seth Rollins' back. And while that might be the lightest shot that Seth Rollins is going to take from that thing, he cannot afford to let Triple H get his hands on that sledgehammer. As he went for the flying forearm in the corner, Triple H ducked out of the way, and now a neck breaker, or perhaps a back breaker. Maybe a mix of the two. But Seth Rollins planted right there by the game, and now Triple H tossing Seth Rollins into the corner. And now it's Triple H with these strikes, these closed fists, right to the face of Seth Rollins, and Triple H is just unleashing hell on Seth Rollins right now in the corner. And Seth Rollins, he is in a bad way right now. He's angered the game. I mean, you don't piss off, you don't bite the hand that feeds you, Seth Rollins. You don't piss off the King of Kings. Because if you do, you're going to pay for it. Triple H is going to put Seth Rollins through hell tonight. And there's a huge face buster right there. Seth Rollins, I mean, he's, you know, here we go. We go back to this insanity topic. But, I mean, Seth Rollins, to want a match with somebody like Triple H, who's in this state of mind, I mean, I think he might be insane. He's insane. I would never do something like this. But then again, sometimes, you know, maybe he's insane or... Oh, frog splash into the cover. First cover of the matchup, and it could be the last. But a kick out by Triple H. You know, maybe he's insane, or maybe he's just a pure genius. Maybe, you know, there's that fine line between insanity and genius. Seth Rollins, he's dancing along that line right now. And I guess the outcome of this matchup will ultimately determine which side he falls onto. As Seth Rollins now looking for a weapon. I mean, what the hell? What sort of instrument of torture is Seth Rollins looking to unleash here? Well, evidently he changed his mind. He's got nothing to show for it. But you can't make hesitations like that. That is how, you know, Seth Rollins, he said it himself. You hesitate, you fail. Seth Rollins, he could perhaps be eating his own words at the end of this matchup for hesitations like that. Huge clothesline by Triple H. May have taken Rollins' head off with that one. He certainly was trying to. Oh, and now he's got the sledgehammer. Triple H, he's got the sledgehammer in hand. Seth Rollins, oh, just able to roll out of the way. But, oh, Triple H! Triple H, the sledgehammer, right to the gut of Seth Rollins. That'll definitely knock the wind out of you. Might even break a couple ribs. And Seth Rollins right now, he's in a bad way. Triple H has just gained the upper hand in a big way. As Rollins bounces off the ropes, right into the knee, right into that knee of Triple H. And Rollins, he's got to be dazed. He's got to be out of it. You can see he doesn't even know where he is. And Seth Rollins, he is getting punished right now by Triple H. As Triple H, he is going to use that sledgehammer to full effect. As now he's got Rollins. What is this? Oh my God, he's going to end his career! Seth Rollins just got a pile driver from Triple H. Oh, and suck it. The crotch chop into the cover. That's it. Goodbye, Seth. Oh, a kick out. Kick out by Seth Rollins at 2. Wow. I mean, Triple H, I said that he would be trying to end Rollins' career tonight, but somehow I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I guess now I'm eating my own words. I should have expected nothing less from the man they call the Cerebral Assassin. But I mean, you do not mess around with a pile driver. Nothing good can come of a pile driver. And Triple H knows that, and that's why he's using it on Seth tonight. Double A spine buster now from the game. And Rollins gets absolutely planted. Triple H, though, not going for the cover. He wants to inflict more punishment. He's not going to let Seth get off that easily. Oh, he's got the kendo stick. Triple H has got the kendo stick. Rollins, you might not want to get back to your feet. You're not going to like the view here. You might just want to stay down. Triple H! Kendo stick shot right to the skull, and you see Seth Rollins, his face, he just got busted wide open. from that kendo stick shot to the face. And his face, it's a crimson mass right now, folks. And Seth Rollins, he could be wearing a crimson mask by the end of this one. As, oh, no, wait. Rollins able to catch it. Rollins catches the kendo stick, and now it's Triple H, who gets struck straight across the face, right between the eyes, with that kendo stick. As you can see, the blood now pouring down into the face of Seth Rollins, as he's got him up. Oh, a swinging jawbreaker right onto the kendo stick for good measure. And Seth Rollins now back into the corner, and he's positioning Triple H, looking to set him up for that super kick to the jaw. And Rollins, well, you see, he's confident. He's sure that that's going to get the win. Surely that's it. Into the cover. 2 counts. And no! Triple H kicks at it too. Close call there for the game. Seth Rollins, though, he can't let that get to him. He's got to keep going on the offensive. But he hesitated again. And now it's Triple H who's going to make him pay for it. Triple H backs him into a corner, and again with these punches right to Seth Rollins' face, right to that busted open cut. But now it's Seth Rollins who connected with that flying forearm in the corner. Rollins now climbing to the top rope. What is he going to do here? He's almost just waiting for Triple H to get in position. Look at this. Elbow drop right to the back of Triple H. And I mean, it's one thing to hit an elbow drop, but I mean, right between the shoulder blades of Triple H. Triple H is definitely going to be feeling that one when he wakes up tomorrow. As now he's back to his feet. Seth, wait a minute, Seth! Oh, he went to the well one too many times, and he's going to pay for it in a big way. Pedigree by the game. And that could put Seth Rollins away. That is it. Triple H, if he just hooks the leg, goes for the pin, he's got this in the bag. But Triple H, he's not going for the pin. Triple H, what is he thinking here? I mean, Triple H, you have the match won. I understand. Oh, Triple H, he's looking to make a point. He's looking to make a statement out of Seth Rollins tonight. For the rest of the locker room, don't cross the boss, because you're going to get a beating like this. You're going to get the beating of a lifetime. As Triple H, well, Seth Rollins, maybe it was just instinct that he kicked that table out of the ring, or maybe it was just luck. But he does manage to buy himself some time as Triple H goes back out after the table. And he is looking, I said he was going to put Seth through hell. But, I mean, Triple H, he's just relentless right now. Setting up that table now in the center of the ring. Seth Rollins, he is out of it right now. He can barely stand on his own, let alone defend himself. And Triple H, he's backing him into that corner once again. Now positioning him up on that top turnbuckle. Triple H, what the hell is he going to do? Oh my God. You have to be kidding me. Triple H, enough is enough. Look at this. Superplex. Superplex by Triple H. Right through that table. And he's not even going for the cover yet. He's still not done. Triple H to the top. What is he going to do? Elbow drop now to Seth Rollins. Triple H, he's insane. Triple H, now it's his turn. To what lengths? I mean, how much damage is Triple H going to do to this man before he says enough is enough? As how he DDTs him right onto the leg of that table. What is he looking to do now? Triple H, what else does he have in mind? Oh, now he's got a ladder. I mean, ladders are a theme in this event. It's Money in the Bank. But, I mean, what are you going to do with a ladder? You're not going to climb for anything. Why do you need a ladder? Oh, Seth Rollins! Seth Rollins with a sunset flip powerbomb out to the floor. Oh, and now Seth, he's got him in prime position. Look at this! A curb stomp out onto the floor. Possibly even on that kendo stick as well. And Triple H, he's out of it. I mean, he should have picked up the victory when he had the chance. Seth Rollins, he made him pay for it. A curb stomp out on the floor. I mean, that's it. Triple H, he's done. Look at this. He can't even stand up right now. Seth Rollins has to pick him up to his feet. I mean, Triple H, he doesn't even know where he is. He's lost his opportunity, man. I mean, this is over. Seth Rollins, he can win this matchup whenever he wants. But now, he's going to punish Triple H. I mean, Triple H, he had so much fun torturing Seth. Well, now Seth, he's gonna pay it back tenfold. And look at that. Seth just kicking Triple H. And look how slow Triple H is to get back to his feet. Seth is just toying with him at this point. Now he's got him up on his shoulders. And again, with that swinging jawbreaker. But Triple H somehow, he's soldiering on. He's back to his feet. And Seth Rollins now, he hooks the arm. Look at this, the underhook, DDT. Nearly dropped Triple H on the top of his skull. Could break his neck off a move like that. And I'm sure Seth wouldn't mind if he accidentally being in air quotes, big air quotes. Oh wait, Triple H though, he's got fight left in him. He counters. Oh, and now he's got Seth setting him up. This time for a power bomb. And Seth's back just sliding down the rungs of that ladder. It just added amplified impact for that. Looking for a spine buster counter. Seth counters the spine buster and takes him down with a DDT. As now Seth Rollins, well, that was a huge counter. He definitely needed to get out of that situation, and he did in a big way. Now takes him down with a neck breaker. And Seth Rollins now, almost like he faked Triple H out there. Triple H was bracing for impact against that ladder. Seth pulled him back into a neck breaker. And now look at this. Seth Rollins, oh, now Seth is going for that powerbomb. Vintage Seth Rollins right here. Powerbomb into the turnbuckle. And Triple H is down. Seth Rollins, he's just moments away from a win right now. I mean, he could win this matchup if he wanted to, honestly, but what the hell are you doing, Seth? There's nothing up there. Why do you feel the need to do this? Oh my God, Seth, what the hell are you thinking? Oh, well, evidently he thought better of it. Maybe he's got a bit of fear of heights. But Triple H, Triple H was looking to meet him atop the ladder. No way! Seth Rollins, he just what? Seth Rollins, he may have just killed Triple H with that one, just diving off the top of that ladder, knees first into the gut. Oh, and now he's looking to finish him, looking for the finishing blow, the curb stomp, and that's it. That is it. Hook the leg, count to 1,000. This is over. Oh, what did you? What? No way. This has got to be a dream. I'm imagining that. Has all this action just caused me to black out, and I'm imagining this? Did Triple H just kick out of the curb stomp? A second curb stomp? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The lengths that these two men will go to finish each other off. Now a crossbody off the top rope by Seth. This crowd is loving it, but I'm squeamish, guys. I can only take so much. And now Triple H, well, he's busted open too. Oh my God, Triple H. He just got caught in the face with that ladder. And Seth Rollins, well, he's just waiting for the game to get back up. He's not done yet. He wants to inflict more punishment. And Triple H, he's managing to pull himself to his feet. That enough is a testament to this man's endurance, but Seth Rollins continues to lay on the punishment with that ladder. Is he going to climb it again? Okay, no, he took the ladder back down. Thank you. Thank you, Seth, for having enough decency to put the ladder outside of the ring where it belongs. This is not a ladder match. This is not a Money in the Bank match. This is not a TLC match. I don't know. I can't take much more of this. This has got to be over soon. Seth Rollins, super kick to the jaw. And just pin him. Pin him, Seth. Just end this. End this nightmare of a match. Oh, but he's not even done. What could you possibly do now, Seth? Seriously, what is this? Oh, he's got him. Skywalker, and that's it. Good night, Triple H. Let's get a replay. This is Triple H's last breath. It's over. 2 counts. What did you? What? How in the? What? This is a joke, right? He didn't kick out. I can't. I don't know what else to say. What else can be said? Seth Rollins curb stomp now. Triple H can't even get to his feet. That had to have been instinct alone that he kicked out. I don't understand this. How is Triple H still fighting? Well, he's not fighting right now, but Seth, what is Seth gonna do now? Was the curb stomp not enough? Oh, wait a minute. This is... Oh, no, wait a minute. Seth Rollins with a pedigree. A pedigree from Seth Rollins? What? Well, this would be humiliating if this ends the match. Hooks the leg. 2 counts. And that is it, folks. Well, thank God. I don't think I could take another move. Wow, oh my God. These two men, they just put each other through hell. And then to have Seth Rollins win the matchup with Triple H's own finisher. I mean, Seth Rollins, he had the match won, but he just had to rub salt on the wound. He just had to add insult to injury. and to beat Triple H with his own finisher. I mean, Seth Rollins. Well, if he wanted to make himself a superstar, I guess this was the way to do it. He put himself center stage, and he beat Triple H fair and square in the ring. 1, 2, 3, center of the ring. He pinned him, and there's no controversy about that finish. Seth Rollins, he won. He beat Triple H, and well, I don't think anybody can deny that this man is a superstar in the making. He has future WWE champion written all over him, and it might as well be written in blood because of how much blood was spilled in this matchup. Seth Rollins, you can see, oh, look at this. He's even given the referee an earful. I mean, the ref has suffered enough. There wasn't anything he could do in this matchup other than count the pin. Seth celebrates his win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
That is right, folks. This matchup is for all the marbles. The WWE Championship is on the line. And here we are in Boston, Massachusetts, very close to the hometown of our challenger here tonight, John Cena. And here is the man who has held the WWE Championship since he won it from The Rock at WrestleMania. The man who defeated John Cena prior to WrestleMania to cement himself as the definitive #1 contender for the title. The man who has faced John Cena time and time again. I mean, we date back to almost a year ago at SummerSlam when Cena and Punk battled it out to become the #1 contender for then WWE Champion Dean Ambrose's title. Well, John Cena was the winner on that occasion, but then back in February, or well, back in March, I should say, the beginning of March, CM Punk, he did defeat John Cena. He beat him to become the definitive, the rightful #1 contender. I mean, Punk, he won the Royal Rumble. John Cena, losing the title at Elimination Chamber, had his rematch clause, and he challenged Punk to the match. Punk put his Royal Rumble spot on the line and proved that he is the best. He was the best on Raw. He was the best contender, and, well, that's where it all started. CM Punk went on to defeat The Rock at WrestleMania, and it's all been history since then, being drafted to SmackDown. John Cena as well, drafted over to SmackDown, and Cena's, you know, the change to SmackDown has been a bit of a struggle for him. He's kind of hesitated. He hasn't been able to really gain any footing in SmackDown for the first few months he was there. But he definitely turned his career around, and last month at Payback, he defeated Mark Henry to become the #1 contender, to earn this title shot at CM Punk, to earn this match here at Money in the Bank in front of his hometown fans tonight. John Cena, I mean, hey, the crowd is normally pretty split down the middle as to who they want to cheer for, but I think tonight we're in Boston. You know, maybe perhaps this could be the night where the fans are a little more in favor of John Cena tonight. Maybe I could be completely wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, John Cena, he's ready. He's ready to take on his opponent tonight, CM Punk. With that, the WWE Championship, it is on the line, baby. This is going to be big. The culmination of Friday Night SmackDown.
Introducing the challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 251 pounds, John Cena.
John Cena is game. He's ready to go.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, CM Punk.
And that's right, folks. That's what it's all about, the WWE Championship. CM Punk hoisting it high in the air. The referee now putting the title on display, showing it to the two superstars. That is what these two men will be battling for in this matchup, the WWE Championship. And here we go. The match is underway. John Cena and CM Punk squaring off, locking up in the center of the ring. And it's John Cena who starts out with the upper hand, as he's got him here in a side headlock. Punk counters it now with a head scissors. As CM Punk, I mean, if it comes down to a technical wrestling game, Punk is going to gain the advantage. But Cena able to slip out of it. Oh, and now look at this. Punk and Cena exchanging taunts here. As here we go now, Cena with the strikes, firing away on CM Punk. And he's got him now. Punk counters. Punk tosses him over the top rope. And now, look at this. Oh, wait. Counter by Cena. Nice shot right to the skull. Staggers Punk. And now John Cena. Another punch to the face. Hooks him now. Sets him up for that. Hip toss. Taking him down. Planting him in the mat. As it's John Cena right now, who appears to have gained the upper hand early on in this matchup. John Cena, of course, he's got the power advantage of the two. CM Punk, he's got the speed, the technical advantage. John Cena probably would like to keep this a slower pace matchup, try to utilize that power game of his, not allow Punk to quicken the pace. But CM Punk, he can fight a slow match. He can fight, he can fight a slow mat-based matchup, and he can fight a quick-paced, high-flying matchup. CM Punk, he's just a very well-rounded superstar. That Cena, I mean, there's not much he can do to really come at him. The only real advantage John Cena has is his power. And, Cena here tonight. I mean, you got to say, Cena, he always does have the crowd one way or another. When Cena's in the ring, the crowd, they're always electric. They're always doing something. Whether they're cheering him, whether they're booing him, the crowd, they're always making noise. And, for John Cena, that's what drives him. As long as the crowd is making noise, then he's doing something right. And that's really what motivates him. It's the fans. Whether they like him or not, John Cena, he will never give up. And he will continue to, put on great matches. And tonight, well, look at this. Kick out by Cena off that Shining Wizard. But that has it gained him a WWE Championship in the past. He is a former two-time WWE Champion, as he won it from Dean Ambrose at Night of Champions after he defeated CM Punk at SummerSlam to become #1 contender. Oh, and Punk's going for a ride. Half Nelson neckbreaker by Cena. And he planted the WWE Champ into the cover. 2 count, but Punk kicks out at 2. John Cena, he did defeat Dean Ambrose at Night of Champions. The title reign was, bittersweet for him, but he did, he lost it to The Undertaker at No Way Out in the Hell in the Cell matchup. But he did go on to win it back at Survivor Series. And Cena, that reign was a bit more successful for him. As, wait a minute, Punk with an elbow drop from the top rope, paying tribute to the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah! And now with a cover, but a kick out by Cena. As John Cena, when he did win it back from Taker, he held on to the title up until the Elimination Chamber. And that kind of leads into, it started with Punk and Cena, and one could say it ended with Punk and Cena as well. That whole championship reign, the fallout from it and what led up to it. Wait a minute, CM Punk. CM Punk looking to go for the finish early. He's got him up in his shoulders, and he's got him in position. GTS, go to sleep from the straight edge savior, and he could have just knocked Cena's lights out for good. 2 count, and no, Cena kicks out. Cena, he manages to kick out of CM Punk's finishing move, the GTS. And now Punk, he's going to have to do something else. He's got to try something different in order to put Cena away. But these two men, they're no stranger to each other. They have faced off in the past. They know each other so well inside that ring that, CM Punk, he might have even expected Cena to kick out. Just that these two men, they know how to prepare for each other. They know what each other are bringing to the table. And, this is really... Oh, wait a minute, Cena! Cena's got him up! Hey! Attitude adjustment. Cena hooks the leg, and this could be it for Punk. 2 count. And no! Punk kicks out at 2. And, we saw Cena kick out of the GTS, and now it's Punk who kicks out of the AA. And this really is the culmination of the history between these two. I mean, these two men, they faced off in the past. Both men have scored victories over one another. And Cena, sit-out powerbomb into the cover. 1, 2, but a kick out by Punk at 2. And, when you face each other so many times, you know each other's movesets inside and out. For a matchup like this, it has been a while since they faced off, but you got to bring something new to the table. You got to add something new to your arsenal, do something that's going to catch your opponent off guard. And Cena, with a move like that sit-out powerbomb, it's not a move he uses too often. It's a good way to try to catch Punk napping, perhaps. Maybe, you got to think these two men have studied the tape. They're prepared for this matchup. But wait a minute, Cena off the top, leg drop across the back of CM Punk's head. And Cena rolls him over into the cover, forearm across the face, 2 count, but a kick out by Punk at 2. Punk again stays alive. But John Cena, he's got to do more than that to take Punk down, to keep him out. There's a kick to the gut, and whoa, what is this? John Cena, look at this, a sunset flip. Well, that's certainly new. Cena with the cover, 2 count, and a kick out again at 2 by CM Punk. As Punk, now slowly but surely, he's getting worn down by John Cena. Oh wait, Punk counters. Punk now with a strike to the face of John Cena. And now CM Punk unleashing with the flurry of strikes right now. CM Punk backs him into the corner. And now he sets him up on that top rope. What is Punk looking to do? Well, Cena counters. Cena kicks him away. And off the top rope, Cena with a blockbuster. Well, I mean, I said you have to bring something new to the table. John Cena is doing just that. Oh, but this is vintage. Oh, kick to the face right there from CM Punk. And that's why I said you got to bring something new. That was vintage Cena right there. But now he gets dropped in a leg drop from Punk. You know, Cena, he went for one of his signature moves, and Punk, he had it well scouted. And now Cena, he's reeling from that kick to the face. And that's going to give Punk the advantage. CM Punk, he's got the ball. Now he's just got to run with it. And he dumps Cena out to the floor. And, well, we saw Daniel Bryan pull this move off earlier on in the Money in the Bank. CM Punk, he's looking to risk life and limb. You can see the crowd. He's got the energy from the crowd. Launches himself through the ropes. Springboard. Not springboard. A suicide dive through the ropes, taking out John Cena. And CM Punk, you got to think, he wants that match with Daniel Bryan as well. He's going to do whatever it takes to win this matchup tonight. But John Cena, he's not a pushover. Punk, he's going to have to do whatever. He's going to have to do a lot more than just a suicide dive to put Cena away. As he's got him back in the ring now, Punk with the advantage. Cena makes it back to his feet. As now Punk hooks the arms, setting him up here for perhaps for the backbreaker, the butterfly backbreaker. And Cena now, I mean, he's in a bad way. CM Punk he's really gained the advantage in this matchup. And now Cena sent into the corner. Here's CM Punk with a running start, knee to the jaw, and now clothesline by CM Punk. As he takes Cena down, that is vintage CM Punk right there. And now Punk, what is this? He's going for a suplex perhaps? No, wait a minute, Falcon Arrow. Falcon Arrow from CM Punk. Oh, and now he's looking for the he could have been looking for the go to sleep again. But Cena back to his feet as he kips up. And now here's Cena. Oh, looking for the 5 moves of doom. The shoulder blocks. Ducks underneath the clothesline. And the spin out mat slam, planting CM Punk in the center of the ring. Oh, and Cena, this time he's looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Is he going to be able to hit it, though? Can he connect? Bounces off the ropes, and you can't see me. 5-knuckle shuffle straight in the face of CM Punk. And now Cena flips him over. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. STF. The STF is applied. And CM Punk, well, he's pretty far away from those ropes. He's not quite the center of the ring, but he's got a lot of distance to cover. And Cena could be about to win. The WWE Championship could be in his grasp. No, CM Punk just able to crawl to that bottom rope, force the break, and keep himself alive in this matchup. CM Punk was moments away from losing that title, but he continues to fight on. Look for the GTS. He's got him up on his shoulders. Oh, but a counter by Cena, and a DDT. Cena shifted the weight, countered out of the GTS, and hit Punk with a DDT. And now looking for the attitude adjustment. He's got Cena up. Cena's got him up, I should say. But a counter by Punk now with a DDT. As counter for counter between these two men. CM Punk going to the top rope once more. Looking to go high risk here. Cena trying to get out of position perhaps, or maybe this is just on instinct. He doesn't even know where he is. Punk now. Well, a bit of anything you can do, I can do better. CM Punk hits a blockbuster of his own. And now look at this. He's looking for the GTS. Got Cena up on his shoulders. Wait a minute, that's not the GTS. An attitude adjustment from CM Punk. Well, look at this, hooks to the leg. That could be it. No! Cena kicks out. Cena just kicked out of his own finisher. I mean, what do either of these men have to do to finish this matchup off? I mean, we saw Seth Rollins. He stole the pedigree earlier on. Now Punk steals the AA. I mean, we better call the police. There's a lot of I can't even English right now. This pay-per-view has just been so off the chain that I can't even English. And now CM Punk. Well, he's hit Cena with just about everything in his arsenal, but he does have one trick left up his sleeve, and it's the Anaconda Vice. And he's got Cena trapped in the center of the ring. Could Cena tap out? Punk. This is how he retained the title at Payback, and it's how he retains the title tonight. CM Punk has won and retains the WWE Championship. John Cena, he tapped out. You know, it's very rare that we see John Cena submit, but tonight he was just caught in a position that he couldn't get out of. There was nothing John Cena could do to escape that one, and he had to tap out. It was either tap out or get something broken. That's what a move like the Anaconda Vice will do to you, and that's why CM Punk has won so many matches with that move. As we take a look back at some of these highlights, I mean, a lot went down in this matchup. We see there was the original GTS early on, but Cena kicked out of it. Punk, he had to try something else. Then it was Cena with the AA, as these men traded finishers back and forth. And it was Punk's turn to kick out. And Cena off the top with that leg drop. That, I thought, might have been enough to put Punk out. But then later on, I mean, CM Punk pulling out an AA. I mean, you gotta say, these two men definitely studied the tape. They know each other so well. At CM Punk, I mean, wow. These two men, they have to have each other's respect after a matchup like that. I mean, I said this would be the culmination of their rivalry, and it truly was. I mean, this matchup was absolutely amazing between these two men. Very much so a technical battle between these two. It wasn't an all-out fight like Seth Rollins and Triple H's matches was, but, you know, for a wrestling match, it pulled out all the stops. I mean, there's not much more you can do to top a match like that. And CM Punk, well, it was a hard-fought victory, and he retains the WWE Championship. And this is a good sign for Daniel Bryan. You know, he's got that briefcase. He could even cash in tonight, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Daniel Bryan, if he wants a match with CM Punk, he wants CM Punk to be at 100%, and Daniel Bryan himself wants to be at 100%. And both of those men just went through a grueling matchup. Truly, I think that one is definitely going to be a candidate potentially for Match of the Year. And I feel like recently we have had a lot of really good matches lately. Like, just taking a look back at this past month in Universe Mode, I mean, we've seen Cesaro and Roman Reigns. They had a classic back in episode 88. Episode 90 showcased perhaps the biggest United States Championship Open Challenge matchup we'll ever have, as Daniel Bryan and Cesaro just absolutely tore the house down. And then here tonight at Money in the Bank, I mean, just look at all the great matches we've had thus far, and it only continues to get bigger, and it only continues to get better, because now we move on to the Tag Team Championship matchup, the rematch from Payback between the Ascension and the Usos. And we saw last month at Payback, the Usos, they put up a good fight, but they just fell just a little short. They just fell a little short of the marker, but they were still a strong enough competitor. They had a strong enough standing in the tag team picture that they were able to still compete for a #1 contenders opportunity, and they did defeat the New Day on SmackDown to reinstate themselves as the #1 contenders once again. And perhaps tonight, you know, maybe Payback just was not the Usos' night. Tonight could perhaps be the night that the Usos finally capture tag team gold here in Universe Mode. It's been a long journey for them. They have been building themselves up for the past 6 months or so, and perhaps tonight, here at Money in the Bank, we could see new tag team champions being crowned. As you see right there, that is what it's all about, the WWE Tag Team Championships. And the Ascension, well, they're building themselves a very nice title reign, coming off of Over the Limit when they defeated the legendary reign of the Wyatt family, which is tied for one of the 2 longest championship reigns in the history of Universe Mode. Of course, the other being Ryback's Intercontinental Championship reign. So that was no small feat for the Ascension, to say the least. And then, of course, they did defeat the Usos last month at Payback. So the Ascension and the Usos have clashed before. In fact, they've clashed on 2 different occasions. One of them also being in the #1 Contenders tournament, which is what got the Wyatt family, or what got the Ascension their match with the Wyatt family at Over the Limit in the first place. So tonight, this is the third, perhaps the third time could be the charm for the Usos. But so far as we've seen, the Ascension have the Usos' number. They've beaten them twice in the they've beaten them 2 out of 2 times that they've encountered. But, like I said, perhaps tonight is just the Usos' night. I mean, we have seen that championships have changed hands here tonight at Money in the Bank. The Divas Championship changed hands earlier on. As we see now, Jimmy Uso tagged into the matchup by Jay. And one thing we're definitely going to be seeing out of this matchup is good fundamental tag team wrestling. A lot of tags in and out, keeping each other fresh. A lot of tag team maneuvers, because these two teams truly are tag team specialists. I mean, we saw the Ascension, they can bust out tag team moves like nobody's business. I mean, that's what got them the titles in the first place. And then we have the Usos, who, I mean, they're brothers. I mean, they have that bond that truly no one else in Universe Mode at the moment, as far as tag teams go, can really share that type of bond with the Usos. It's something that, like, they just have this internal connection that, while great tag teams, they do have really good, you know, they're on the same page, they have a really good mental connection, I guess you would say. It's a bit different when that connection goes between blood, between family. And I feel like that's what makes the Usos such a strong tag team, is that they have grown up alongside each other. They have known each other for such a long time, for their entire lives. And, you know, while tag teams, you know, they do come around, sometimes you have superstars who are brought up in the wrestling industry, they work together with somebody else, and they build themselves up as a tag team. But they might not necessarily have known each other since they were kids. And that's something where the Usos, they truly shine. That's what really gives them the upper hand in terms of a connection standpoint. As we see right now, Victor, or should I say Connor, with a knee right to the side of the head of Jimmy Uso. As Connor now, he's got Jimmy Uso in a bad way, just kicking him square in the face. That's such disrespect there from one half of our tag team champions. But he does have the right. I mean, he is the champ after all. As we see, counter by Jimmy Uso with a DDT, as Connor gets spiked headfirst into the mat. As now Jimmy Uso's got Connor for a snap suplex, taking Connor down. And yes, this is the final episode in 2K15, so I hope you all enjoyed this year. And if you stuck it out for the entire pay-per-view to this point, and you haven't been skipping around matches, be sure to let me know down in the comment section by commenting down below, "Farewell, Justin Roberts." That is going to be our little code message for today, because like I said earlier on, this episode is dedicated to the wonderful voice and announcing skills of Justin Roberts, because unfortunately we're not going to have him in next year's game, which is kind of disappointing. But hey, you know, Lillian Garcia's, she's not exactly, I mean, she's good at what she does as well, but I don't know. I've just always liked Justin Roberts as an announcer. I thought he always did a really good job. He was the one, out of, I guess, between him, Tony Chimmel, and Lillian Garcia, I felt like Justin Roberts was the one who stood out to me the most, anyways. As we see right now, look at this. Jey Uso fighting back out of the corner. Huge super kick right square to the jaw of Connor. As Jey Uso now, he's got Connor in a bad way. Perhaps looking to try to get Connor into the corner, make a tag to his brother Jimmy. And that's exactly what he's looking to do. And this is what you have to do in a tag team matchup. Keep each other fresh, bust out these tag team moves while also wearing down your opponent at the same time. Nice Samoan drop there by Jimmy Uso, taking Connor down. As I have a cat in the other room right now who's making a lot of noise. Hopefully that doesn't get picked up on the microphone. As we see now, Connor, look at this, gutbuster right there. Taking down Jimmy Uso, and now it could be Connor who's looking to make a tag to his tag team partner. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Jimmy Uso thrown into the corner, but Jimmy Uso, I don't know if that was intentionally or just accidental. He knocked Victor off the ropes, but Connor, he continues his assault nonetheless. Nice clothesline off the second rope. As, you know, Jimmy Uso, he might have just gotten lucky there that he happened to knock Victor off the ropes, preventing Connor from making a tag. Although it doesn't seem like that's going to be enough to save him, as Victor back in this thing. And a clothesline off the second rope from Victor this time. And Connor just throwing Jimmy Uso straight into Victor. And that's just adding a little more impact behind that move. As Victor now going on the assault. He's got Jimmy Uso up on his shoulders here. Gutbuster, single knee gutbuster right there. And now for the cover on Jimmy. Forearm across the face. One, but it's broken up by Jey Uso, who runs into this matchup and prevents the pinfall. And now Victor, well, Victor looking to get his hands on Jey Uso, but that buys Jimmy Uso some time as he connects with a face buster right there. And Victor's face bouncing off the mat there. And now Jimmy Uso making a comeback thanks to the assist from Jey. Over to counter from Victor, and he takes him down. Victor with the neck breaker takes down Jimmy Uso. And, you know, it looked like Jey Uso, the distraction was going to be enough to get Jimmy Uso back in this thing. But Victor, he's having none of that. And again, dropping the knee right across the back of Jimmy Uso's head. As Jimmy's trying to get up to his feet. Oh, counter by Jimmy with a nice punch to the gut. Looking to create some offense here, but a counter by Victor. He's not letting Jimmy Uso get a move in edgewise. As now he's got him here. Setting him up against the ropes. Could be looking for that springboard. European uppercut, and he connects. And Jimmy Uso just got rocked. And that could be the finishing blow. But no, Victor makes a tag into Connor, as they want to make sure that Jimmy Uso stays down. They are aware, as flapjack from Connor, they are aware that the Usos are going to be coming back stronger than ever in this matchup, as they may not get another opportunity after this. Cover here, but it's broken up by Jey, as Jimmy Uso is just getting absolutely dissected in this matchup by the Ascension. And now slammed the back of his head off the mat. Jimmy, he just cannot get a tag to Jey. This is very smart tag team fundamentals here from the Ascension. Oh, counter by Jimmy. He's striking back. And, oh, super kick right to the jaw of Connor. And that could put him away. Victory right here. No, it is not secured, as Connor's foot was under the bottom rope. And that was perhaps a bit of desperation from Jimmy Uso. But now Connor with a clothesline. And he just completely derailed Jimmy Uso right there. And you can see Connor's confident, but he might be giving Jimmy too much space, and he makes the tag, and in comes Jey Uso, and now Connor, he's going to pay for that moment of arrogance, as Victor's knocked off the ropes, and Jey Uso coming in like a house of fire. He's got Connor up. Oh, look at the strength of Jey with a spinning powerbomb, and he goes into the cover. 1, 2, but no, a kick out by Connor at 2.5. Near fall there for the Usos, and now DDT. And Victor trying to get a shot in on Jey here. But Jey, he's having none of that. Looking for some payback from the attack from Victor earlier. Suplexing Victor into the ring. And now, oh, taking down Connor with a flying forearm. And Jey Uso, he is just taking the fight to everybody. He's hitting anything that moves. And a super kick to Connor. Connor knocked off his feet. As Victor, he's getting out of there. He's getting out of the ring, because Jey Uso just cannot be stopped right now. Oh, and Jey's going to the top rope. Could be looking for the splash. Oh, but Victor with a cheap shot, now tossing Jey Uso off the ropes. I mean, come on, ref. You got to control these guys. You can't let things like that happen. They can't just slide without some sort of a consequence. Oh, but a counter hit now by Jey. Perhaps the referee knowing that the Usos, they might not get another opportunity after this. I mean, not necessarily that, but the referee, you know, he wants to give the Usos a fair chance, and perhaps not calling the disqualification there. Because, granted, this is a championship match. The title cannot change via disqualification or count out, and the ref is well aware of that. Look at this, a doomsday device from the Ascension, and that may have just knocked Jey Uso out cold, as Victor now crawls into the cover, but it's broken up by Jimmy, who gets in there to break it up. And now Jimmy, well, he's had enough. He's looking to get his hands on Victor here. And, well, like I was saying earlier, the referee, well, now the referee, I don't know if he's going to be able to control this, as Connor has entered the ring, and there is just action all over the place. A belly-to-belly suplex taking Jimmy Uso down, as now everyone except Connor is down. Connor's the only one standing, as we see Jimmy, or I believe that's Jey Uso, going after Victor right now. The two legal men are battling it out, and the two non-legal participants are fighting it out as well, as there's a cover by Jey. Could get the win right here, but a kick out by Victor at 2 is now Connor clotheslined over the top rope. Oh, and what is Jimmy looking to do here? Jimmy's gonna fly! Jimmy Uso! High risk, high reward on that one, with the splash to the outside. Oh, but wait, a counter by Victor, as there's a big boot, and a huge clothesline! Devastating clothesline. May have just knocked Jimmy Uso's head off into the cover. 2 count, and that is it. Jimmy Uso could not get in the ring in time. Jey Uso, he got his block knocked off with that clothesline. And amidst the chaos, it was Victor who came out the better man. He had the upper hand in that whole exchange. And really, I mean, that match broke down there at the end. There was nothing the referee could do. I mean, he really couldn't keep an eye on the match and try to keep Jimmy Uso and Connor away from each other at the same time. That was going to be much too difficult of a task. And in the end, you know, that brief moment where that counter from Victor, and Jimmy was nowhere to be found. He was outside the ring dealing with Connor, and that was all it took. Just 3 seconds for Victor to pick up the victory, as once again, the Ascension are victorious here tonight at Money in the Bank. They retain their tag team championships, and this, well, that could have been the Usos' last shot. The Ascension, perhaps, dealing with the Usos once and for all here tonight at Money in the Bank to retain the gold.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the main event for this evening. And I gotta say, this has been one hell of a Money in the Bank pay-per-view thus far. And I think out of this main event, we should expect great things, because this is for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is a tables, ladders, and chairs matchup. A matchup which should suit both of our competitors this evening. Maybe one a little bit more than the other, as we see making his way down to the ring at this point in time, the current World Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler. And of course, that championship will be suspended high above the ring in just a few moments. And the goal of this matchup is to climb the ladder and bring down the championship. But this is no normal ladder match. No, we have tables and chairs surrounding the ring as well. And perhaps before all is said and done, we could see a few of those introduced in this matchup. And it definitely is going to make things a lot more competitive, a lot more interesting for our competitors tonight. And here's the man who I personally would have to say has the favorite, just based off of the stipulation alone in this matchup, and that is the rated R superstar, Edge. And Edge, well, he had the opportunity back at Payback in the triple threat matchup at the World Heavyweight Championship. He's already made statements out of both Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler. And tonight, this is his one-on-one opportunity to capture that World Heavyweight Championship. He has yet to win the world title here in Universe Mode. In fact, prior to Payback, and, well, I guess WrestleMania as well, but, you know, he's had a few chances. Back at SummerSlam, he was involved, well, he could have been involved in the Battle Royal for the title, but he was injured by Alberto Del Rio. He had his arm broken, and Edge, thus, due to that reason, he was out with an injury for quite some time. Although he did make a return. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. Both men exiting the ring, grabbing a steel chair apiece. Oh, well, who's going to strike first? It is Ziggler! Ziggler with the steel chair square to the skull of Edge. And now Dolph Ziggler, he's going to work. He's just slamming away with that steel chair on the rated R superstar. But Edge, he's managing to fight back and clothesline Ziggler out over the top rope. And of course, there goes the phone. We can't have a pay-per-view without the phone ringing, can we? Yeah, man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, of all the times. But wait a minute now, Ziggler's got the ladder. A struggle for the ladder. And, well, Edge, I guess Edge is the one who ends up with the ladder. Not exactly where he would have liked, though. Instead of it in his hands, it's right in his face. And now Ziggler, he's got Edge back into the barricade and just hammering away with these closed punches right in Edge's forehead. As this matchup, it's, you know, this has been building for a long time. I mean, Edge, he had been watching on the sidelines as Christian lost his World Heavyweight Championship to Ziggler at Extreme Rules, and then Christian failed to regain it at Over the Limit, and Edge, you know, he finally said, you know what, this is enough. I'm going to step up. I'm going to teach this punk, this show-off, I'm going to teach this kid who's boss, or at least who not necessarily who's boss, but, you know, respect your elders, respect the people who paved the way for guys like Dolph Ziggler to get in the position where they are today as the World Heavyweight Champion. But Dolph Ziggler, he continues to, I mean, he hasn't done anything wrong. All he's done is he's competes and he's won his matches. I mean, there's nothing really, I mean, he's not breaking the rules. He's competing fair and square. There's not really anything you can find at fault with Dolph Ziggler. He's just a really skilled competitor. And, you know, that hasn't You know, with Edge and Christian, they just haven't exactly, that hasn't sat very well for them. You know, these are two veterans after all, two superstars who aren't quite exactly in their prime. They have been, you know, they've been around, and I mean, they've had very long careers. They've been here for quite a while. Ziggler off the top of the ladder, a drop kick, a missile drop kick right to Edge. But yeah, you know, perhaps, you know, it's getting to that point where retirement is a very real threat for both Edge and Christian. I mean, they have had very long careers in the WWE. Here in Universe Mode, they've both been around for quite some time as well. And, you know, the injuries, those types of things will add up. And especially when you've made a name for yourself competing in matches like these extreme stipulations. Wait a minute, Dolph Ziggler dropping the elbows here. Edge, well, this could give you an injury right now. Ziggler with the repeated elbow drops square to the chest. And, well, adding a little bit of flair to this one. Connects with the 10th elbow drop, the heart stopper. And now Dolph Ziggler, he's got the steel chair again. Now, what could he possibly be thinking here? He's got Edge in the center of the ring. And, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Maybe Ziggler could be looking to give Edge a taste of his own medicine. Could be looking perhaps for a concerto. Ow! And, well, not exactly a concerto. It looks like he just barely missed the mark, the chair. It looks like he broke the chair, though, but he didn't quite hit with the concerto. As wait, counter by Edge with the DDT. And Edge, well, Edge, I'm sure he's not going to take too kindly to his own move being used against him, or at least attempted to be used against him. There's Edge right now. Oh, look at that, just throwing the chair at Ziggler there. What disrespect from the Rated R superstar. But I guess Edge feels as though he's been disrespected by Dolph Ziggler. He feels like Christian has been disrespected by Ziggler. Yeah, so maybe it's only fair in Edge's mind to show Ziggler the same disrespect that Ziggler has apparently been showing them. But this matchup is very personal. It's going to get very physical if it hasn't already. As Edge, he's got the chair in hand once more. Oh, right to the gut of Dolph Ziggler. And look at this. Got him positioned for a DDT onto the steel chair. And Dolph Ziggler, he could be out cold after a move like that. Oh, wait a minute. Edge, you can't be serious. Don't do this. He's not looking to just... Oh, my God. Edge. No, somebody stop this. Oh, well, thank God, Ziggler. Ziggler able to roll out of position. But, oh, a drop kick now. Drop kick to Edge. And now it's Ziggler who's got Edge in a bad position here. Off the top rope. Face buster. An avalanche face buster from the top rope. As, I mean, Ziggler, if he had gotten hit with that... I don't know what Edge exactly what he was attempting to do. Maybe some sort of splash off the top rope onto that steel chair. I mean, Ziggler could have had his career ended looking for the super kick. But Edge ducks underneath. And Edge with a huge clothesline. But, I mean, yeah, Edge was really looking to end Ziggler's career with a move like that. That's what it'll do. You could break a man's neck with something like that. But fortunately enough, Ziggler was able to find the wherewithal. Oh, now head first into the steel chair. Edge, of course, he's been around the squared circle on numerous occasions, and he's been involved in many a TLC match in his day, and he knows just how to manipulate those weapons to his advantage. And that's one reason why they call him the ultimate opportunist. But right now it's Ziggler who capitalizes while Edge was going after that ladder. DDT now by Ziggler. Edge trying to bring the ladder into the ring. Dolph Ziggler capitalized and attacked Edge before he could really understand what was going on. And an elbow drop from the top from Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler, well, he's not your stereotypical high flyer. He prefers to keep things more technical, more mat-based in the ring. But if he does need to go off the top rope, he's willing to take that risk, and that's just what he has done tonight, jumping off of ladders as well. And now Ziggler, he's up on the top, and he's got his hands on the title. Ziggler, he could be about to win the match right here, but Edge, he's not going to let that happen. Edge off the top of the ladder. Now these two men battling it out here. Back and forth these two go. Oh! Ziggler bounced face first off the ladder, and Edge! Edge with a sunset flip powerbomb, taking Dolph Ziggler down right there, and now throwing him over there into the corner. Edge, what more can he do to this man? Shoulder first into the steel ring post. Well, that'll keep Ziggler down for a while. Oh, and Edge is looking to climb. He's looking to scale to the top, and he's looking to go after that World Heavyweight Championship, but Ziggler's back to his feet. Ziggler is back, And Edge, he's got his hands on it, but oh no. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Powerbomb now from Ziggler as Edge was suspended from that title belt. I mean, at that point, he couldn't let go even if he wanted to. Otherwise, it was going to be a bad fall. But now it's Ziggler up on the top. Ziggler, he's now got his hands on the title, and now it's Ziggler who's suspended. Well, Edge looking to give Ziggler a taste of his own medicine. And now Edge, he's going to the top row. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Edge, what is he? Oh, my God! Oh, my God. Dolph Ziggler. That was a very ugly fall right there, folks. He landed right on his neck. And now somehow back to his feet. It's amazing that he can still stand after a move like that, but Edge, he's going to make sure that Ziggler doesn't stay on his feet. And now Edge, he's at the top. He's looking to go for the title. Somehow Ziggler's back up. I don't know how, but somehow Ziggler, he's back to his feet. Edge, he's got his hands on the briefcase. Ziggler doesn't even seem to know where he is right now. But now look at Ziggler, a powerbomb. Once again, this time off the ladder. As Ziggler right now, I'm not even sure if he knows exactly where he is. This might just be on instinct right now. He seems to be a little bit, he's like stumbling around the ring at the moment. But somehow he's still inflicting offense, still inflicting damage on his opponent. And he's trying to put that ladder in position, but he doesn't seem to quite be able to get it. And that, of course, I mean, you take a fall like that, you're definitely going to be... I don't know how Ziggler is... I don't know how Ziggler manages to keep going. That ladder's out of position, but I'm sure Ziggler had... I'm not even sure if Ziggler's in his right mind right now, folks. Good God, Edge just got his eyes raked. Ziggler knocks Edge off the top of the ladder. What is Ziggler going to do now? And again off the top of the ladder. Edge is in trouble. Dolph Ziggler with an elbow drop. And that one was significantly less flashy than the first that he hit off the top rope. But Edge somehow able to fight back, counters, create some separation, and now Ziggler backed into a corner here. What could Edge be thinking? Oh, counter by Ziggler. Ziggler's still fighting. He's got fight left in him. And now off the top rope. Oh, but Edge caught him. Edge caught Ziggler. Powerbomb. Powerbomb. And I think Ziggler, his shoulder, his right shoulder might have caught the edge of that ladder just to add even more damage to that move. And now Ziggler dumped over the top rope, but he hangs on. Oh, but now Edge, a spear. And Dolph Ziggler crashes through the table here at ringside. Oh, and Edge, he knows he's got this in the bag. Edge, all he's got to do is put that ladder in position, climb it, and he's got a world championship in his grasp. But wait a minute. Ziggler is back to his feet. Somehow, miraculously, Dolph Ziggler is back to his feet, and now he's climbing up the ladder after Edge. And now Ziggler strikes Edge. What's going to happen here? Wait, counter by Edge, and Edge with a neck breaker. A neck breaker off the ladder. Almost like a modified blockbuster even off the top of that ladder. And now flapjack. Ziggler bounces face first off the mat. And Ziggler, I can't imagine what kind of injuries he must have sustained from that fall earlier on. But it looks like Edge is looking for the finishing blow. The spear! Counter Ziggler. Somehow Ziggler counters into that power slam. Oh, and now it's Ziggler to the corner. He's tuning up the bands, paying homage to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, with a sweet chin music. And Dolph Ziggler, that could have been enough to put Edge away. Ziggler, if he can just climb the ladder. Oh, but he's not done yet. Ziggler, what could he be thinking now? Edge back to his feet. Zigzag by Dolph Ziggler. And well, oh, and now Ziggler knows he's got the win in the bag. And he's just letting Edge. He's just making sure that Edge knows it. And now Ziggler, Edge is down. It looks like he's crawling. He's trying to get to the ladder. But Ziggler's got his hands on the title. Is Edge going to make it? I don't know if he can. Ziggler, he's got a firm grasp on that title. All he's got to do is unhook it, and he does! Just as Edge gets back to his feet, no less. Dolph Ziggler rips the world title from the top, and he wins. He retains his gold, but at what cost? I mean, Ziggler, I can only imagine what sort of neck injury he might have sustained after falling 10 feet off that ladder, but nonetheless, in the end, he was able to get the job done. But I don't know. At what cost could this be for Ziggler's future? But anyway, I mean, this is a kind of match that does shorten careers. And, well, that's what Ziggler knew. That's what Ziggler knew heading into this one. He knew that he was going to have to put his body on the line in order to defeat Edge. And he did just that. And that is it for this episode of Universe Mode. That is it for the WWE 2K15 season. The next time we see you, it will be episode number 1 of WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are excited for the new season of Universe Mode. Dolph Ziggler, he will be entering that season of Universe Mode as your World Heavyweight Champion. He stands tall tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this pay-per-view. I hope you enjoyed the entire season of WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. I think it went down really well. I had a blast making it, and I only think it's going to get better from here. So, as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, be sure to, as I always say, keep on YouTubing.